Good morning, how are you doing? So, this audio situation, appreciate the comments, the messages. However, let's have another chat about it, and then I'm going to put this issue to rest until I've got a preamp or whatever it is that I need. So, when I said in, I think it was yesterday's video or whatever, a standardized unit of measurement, this is the first thing I want to address. I am in fact aware of the decibel. It's a unit of volume, I understand that. What I was actually talking about was a standardized loudness across video or audio globally as an ISO standard. As decibels, perhaps? Yes, right. Now, I said that, it's impossible to do that. Why is it impossible to do that? Well, let me explain, and this is part of where the problem comes in. So, as you'll have noticed, because I've talked about it many times, as I've been putting these videos together, I record on different cameras with different mics. Today, for instance, I'm recording on this DJI Pocket with a DJI Mic 2. Now, sometimes I'll be recording on my PC using the Samsung mic into a Focusrite Scarlett audio interface with an XLR mic. That's set up with a different gain, different volume, and a different proximity from the mic. And I usually I normally take the video or audio that I create on that setup and I will put it into Premiere Pro, Audition or whatever, but I'm using for whatever output I'm doing, and I'll mess around with the sound. I'll normalize it. Sometimes I'll be recording on my phone using AirPods as the mic. Sometimes I'll be using a non-directional mic in the studio. So different cameras, different mics, different solutions for different problems. Each of those mics has a different audio profile. Obviously, they all do things in a bit of a different way. Some of them are better at some things, some of them are better at others. Some have a higher dynamic range. This, for instance, I can record with a 10-bit float, so it's got a really good capture range of if I'm capturing the highs or the lows, and then I can do something after the fact in some editing software, and I can, I'm not missing anything. I can pull it up and I can normalize the sound to a decent level. You'll notice this on TV. Often you'll go from whatever it is you're watching to the adverts, and the adverts will be much louder or much softer because there is no way of standardizing that volume across multiple programs. It's up to the producer of the content, how it sounds. Some things will have a higher dynamic range because it's much more exciting. So if you've got lots of explosions, they want us to be louder compared to the audio. So, there is a much wider scope in the audio profile of that. So when I say I don't understand much about audio, I do understand about audio. What I don't get is setting up in the first instance. I look at the audio meters, make sure I'm not clipping so that the gain's high enough to record, yada yada yada, I do that. So I understand that. I'm not an idiot, so please stop sending me messages about decibels. I understand that. I understand that different mics have got different profiles. Also, what I want people to understand is, as I said, I think in the past 2 videos, these daily videos are not produced. They literally come out of the camera and I upload them to YouTube. I don't do anything to them at all, and that's going to be the way. So they will have wildly different audio profiles depending on the mics. Sometimes it'll be good, sometimes it'll be bad. I'm not going to apologise for that. It's a bit annoying, I appreciate it. But when I hear you say, on your other videos, on your hobby channel, sometimes the sound is at one level and then sometimes it's at another level, going from video to video. Again, yeah, I might be recording on a different platform, the different setup. I might be just doing a voiceover at that, upstairs in my studio, or I might be recording the audio live as I'm recording the video, in which case I try to match it, but I won't be matching it between videos. I'm just not putting that amount of time and effort into, making sure I have that consistent audio profile. I try not to change any of the audio settings, but again, that will depend on other bits and pieces that I'm doing at the time. there may be called to do that if I'm recording at a convention or something, or if I have bits of music that I want to use that are much more dramatic, then I would mess about with that bit. But hopefully it's a little bit better. Now, I will be investing in a preamp, absolutely, yes, I get it. I do need to increase the gain a little bit by a few decibels at least. But that's where I am. I just wanted to clarify that from yesterday. So you can stop with the DMs and WhatsApp messages giving me advice. I'm good. I'm good. I really am fine with it. So much appreciated. But let's not go any further with it. Right. That's cool. That's addressed. I'm not going to go on about it anymore. I'll fix it. I'll let you know when I have fixed it. And that's it for today. I'm going to go and do something. Yesterday was a white, just a washout. I didn't literally get hardly any hobby done. I didn't start until 2 o'clock when the missus left, and then she was back at like 5 o'clock. So I got 3 hours. And that wasn't enough to get anything done really. So I'm no further along with that project. But it is what it is. I'll make of it what I will. It was still 3 hours more than I would have had. So yeah, happy times. Right, I'm going to crack on and try and see if I can make everybody in the world happy and hopefully get some more hobby time later. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one.